Okay, so basically เราต้องเข้าใจก่อนว่า psychology both in terms of A level เขาเคลมว่า they claim that psychology is a science, so the way psychological phenomena are explored is a research process. The methods used to investigate questions in psychology are called research methods. ชื่อมันก็ self-explanatory. So basically this chapter or this topic will help you to understand how those methods are used by psychologists, researchers to find out about human and animal cognition, emotions, and behavior. ซึ่ง if you take a look at the content for this lesson ของช่วงตอนนี้ของคลาสวันนี้มันมีประมาณ10 topic 10 subtopics. So the topic is divided into several sections like subtopics covering the basic research methods that you need to understand, experiments, self-reports, case studies, observations, and correlations. But we're not going to talk about correlations today. เพราะว่า4ตัวนี้รู้สึกว่า information ก็จะ overload ไปนิดหน่อยสำหรับเราละ Additionally, you're going to learn about like features of the research process, like hypotheses, variables, designs, and samplings, and data analysis. Also two further topics, which we're going to learn later, that you also consider within issues and debates, like ethical and methodological issues. So together, these will help you to understand and be able to evaluate all aspects of research methods and to be able to apply your knowledge of research methods to novel research situations, so on and so forth. So before we start, ก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มกัน so well, in your opinion, why do psychologists do research?
I don't know, to find out the truth, to help us understand why certain things happened.
Yes, there's so aspect. You're not wrong. So okay, think like this. So as students, you may be bombarded with facts about how to improve your learning or studies or test score, so on and so forth. So perhaps you might like have heard of like different learning styles or like benefits of like repetitions or mind mapping, as we talked before about mind map, to help you to revise. So each of these methods should have been tested to see if they actually work or not.
Okay.
So the process of research allows scientists or psychologists or researchers to test ideas in order to discover whether there is evidence to support them. So this is how we decide which drugs or therapies work best for like mental illnesses, improve your memories. There are different like displays of like music help to sell products in shops, or how we should organize work schedules to help like factory workers to be efficient and healthy, so on and so forth.
Okay.
So in order to be trustworthy, in order to gain that credit, research needs to be planned well and conducted effectively. Imagine an investigation to new classroom techniques if the researchers did not know how difficult like children work and compare the new techniques on a lazy class and highly motivated class. This would produce like false results, correct? So consider a study into like consumer psychology and compare how many goods were sold with and without music playing in the store. The researcher only played music at the weekends and played no music on weekdays. Would you believe the findings of studies such as these?
I guess.
Give yourself a little like reflection. Think about it a little bit. So next time you see someone thinking really hard, really hard, perhaps trying to remember the name or like work out the answer to questions, watch their eyes. It has been suggested that in such situations, our eyes tend to look upward and to the left. Consider how you might taste whether it is true or it's not. Will you wait for people to get confused and then look at what they do, or would you give them a puzzle to make them think? How would you decide where they are looking? What would you do to be sure that they are not just looking around the room for clues? Being able to decide on answers to questions such as these is the basis of like designing experiment in psychology.
Well, ask them questions that would make them think. I mean, like questions like complicated questions that exercises their brain. For example, the math, I don't know, like calculations or something that's critical, I guess.
But there's there's more into it though. Like you have like, how would you select the people? Like if, okay, for example, you mentioned like give them like difficult mathematics equations, right? But if they're already a mathematician, that would be easy for them. Like they might not even have to think.
Oh, so it has to be like fair to everyone. Well,
it's tricky, right?
It is tricky. Well, I don't know. Ask them something about their life.
Like, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Yeah, something like that. And then it'd be like, they look up and then